from an eerie voicemail left by a violent criminal to a desperate pilot's radio call for help. These are 4 real bone-chilling calls captured on audio. Be advised that this video will contain graphic language, so viewer discretion is strongly advised. To help me with this video, I am joined today by Graveyard Golgotha. I'll link his channel in the video description below. I am Fearcrawler. Welcome to the video. It's hard to imagine what exactly was going through the mind of 51-year-old Don Spirit on the afternoon of September 18, 2014, when he murdered his 28-year-old daughter, Sarah Spirit, and her 6 children in cold blood. Just one day prior to the horrific murders, Colleen Stewart, who was the great-aunt to 3 of Sarah's children, had overheard Don yelling at his daughter on the phone, telling her that she needed to have someone come and pick her children up. In the same phone call, it is also reported that Don told his daughter her kids were not worth a shit, and I hate them. Don later apologized, claiming that his anger was due to his suspicions that his daughter had been engaging in acts of prostitution in order to supplement her income during a bout of unemployment. Don Spirit placed a phone call to 911 just after the murders took place, telling the dispatcher that he had murdered his daughter and her children and was going to commit suicide once the police arrived. In the beginning of the call, Don can be heard crying momentarily, though he remains strangely calm during the remainder of the call, seemingly unremorseful of what has just taken place inside his home. This is the recording of that phone call.
Gilchrist County 911, what's the address of the emergency?
Yes, ma'am. I just shot my daughter and shot all my grandkids, and I'll be sitting on my step, and when you get here, I'm going to shoot myself.
What is the address that you're at, sir?
2550 Northwest, 25 Terrace, Don Spirit. Every one of them are dead.
You said your name is Don Spirit?
Yep.
All right, Don, what kind of gun do you have?
It doesn't matter what kind of gun I got. They're all dead, and then when you get here, I'll shoot myself, and then you figure out what kind of gun it is.
How long ago this happened, Don?
I don't want to hear it, man. I'm done with every fucking thing. Just bring the motherfuckers out here, that's all. You got all the kids are dead in the house.
Okay, how many people? Okay, how many people?
6 kids, 1 adult.
6 kids and 1 adult?
Yeah. One of them is a baby.
Alright, Don. Is there any way you can stay on the phone with me till I get somebody there to help you?
What's that?
Can I have you stay on the phone with me?
No, not that. I'm waiting for them to get here. When they get here, I'm going to shoot myself on my back step. All I'm doing is waiting for them.
So you're sitting on your back steps?
Yep.
Okay, Don.
After police arrived, Don was reported to have said, "I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the Stewarts. Colleen Stewart has turned Sarah into a whore and drugs, and I'm fed up with this whole family, the Stewart family. They've ruined my family. They've ruined my life, and I'm just tired of them all. And I've taken care of it today." He then drew a semi-automatic pistol and shot himself in the head. Don Spirit's daughter's body was found underneath a tarp on the property. She had sustained a gunshot wound to the head, blunt force trauma to her face, as well as multiple stab wounds to her body. The bodies of her children were discovered in different locations around Don Spirit's home, all 6 murdered with a single gunshot, a horrific and revolting act, committed by a deeply disturbed individual.
In June of 1980, friends Jose Maldonado Torres and Jose Pagan Santos departed from Los Americas International Airport in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, aboard Santos' father's Aircrew plane number 93808H. The two were flying alone in the plane, heading for home in Puerto Rico, when a strange object in the sky had caught their attention. Panicked by the sudden appearance of the strange object, they tried several times to change course as the object came closer to the plane, seeming to obstruct their path each time they changed their flight direction. During the ordeal, the two men became lost and were unable to successfully reroute their plane to their destination. They made the following distress call at 8:03 p.m. on June 28, 1980, before the plane and both men seemingly vanished from the sky. Their last known position was 35 miles west of Puerto Rico, and after a 2-day search of the area, neither the plane nor the two men were found.
In August of 2010, 20-year-old Amber Tuckero was traveling to Edmonton, Alberta with her 14-month-old son and a female friend. The three had been staying in a motel in Nisku when sometime between 7:30 p.m. and 8 p.m., Amber left the motel in search of a ride to Edmonton. She accepted a ride from an unknown male, entering his vehicle and driving with him along a section of back roads, getting further away from the city. It was during this that Amber became concerned about the direction the driver was heading and made a phone call from her cell phone. For 17 minutes, Amber can be heard repeatedly asking the male driver where he was taking her. The driver can be heard insisting that they were heading toward the city, just before the phone call abruptly ends.
Where are we by?
We're just heading south of Beaumont, or north of Beaumont.
We're heading north of Beaumont. Yo, where are we going? No, this is a... Are you fucking kidding me? You better not take me anywhere I don't want to go. I want to go into the city. Jeez. Yo, we're not going into the city, are we?
We're going.
No, we're not.
Yes.
Then what are these roads going to?
50th Street.
50th Street. Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Yo, where are we going?
50th Street.
50th Street?
50th Street.
East, right?
East.
Over town.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Tragically, this would be the last time that anyone would see or hear from Amber Tuckerow. In September 2012, just over 2 years after she made this frantic telephone call, her remains were discovered in a field in Leduc County. It's believed that Amber was murdered shortly after the phone call ended. The family of Amber Tuckerow are offering a reward for anyone that can provide them with the identity of Amber's killer.
Between April 1974 and May 1986, the state of California was terrorized by acts of violence, robbery, rape, and murder as 5 serial criminals, the East Area Rapist, the Original Night Stalker, the Visalia Ransacker, the East Bay Rapist, and the Diamond Knot Killer, committed a combined total of more than 100 burglaries, 50 rapes, and at least 13 murders. The criminals seemed unstoppable, going so far as to taunt police and their victims through disturbing phone calls and messages. The following audio clip from 1978 is that of the East Area Rapist leaving a voicemail on the answering machine of one of the victims. This 12-year crime spree by the 5 criminals went unsolved as suspect after suspect were cleared of the crimes, whether by alibi, DNA, and even death. However, a break finally came in April of 2018 when 72-year-old Navy vet and ex-police officer Joseph James DAngelo was arrested after samples of his DNA were matched with DNA collected by police from the rape victims. What is even more shocking is that police examination, cross-referencing of crime scene evidence, physical description, and modus operandi point to all 5 criminals being, in reality, the acts of just one man, Joseph James DAngelo. As of the date of this video upload, Joseph James DAngelo's trial is taking place in Sacramento, California, at an estimated cost of $20 million. It is estimated that the duration of the trial could last as long as a decade.
That's all for today. I want to say a special thank you to Graveyard Golgotha for helping me with this video. If you enjoyed this week's video, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye for now.